Hello everyone, welcome back to Minecraft. Uh, Today I am going to work on the entrance to my cave house, and probably that opening up there I might close off, and I'll probably make a path to the portal over there into the village. So that's what we're going to do today. It's been a little bit of time since my last upload. It's been maybe 2 weeks. I've just been really busy with college because it started 3 days ago, or 4 days ago. It started on Monday. Today's Thursday. I think it didn't. You can't really say it started on Monday because I had I had 2 days. I had Saturday and Sunday of orientation, which were just all day, which were awful. They were worse than class. Um, so I'll say school started on, almost a week ago, 5 days ago. All right. So anyway, I've just been really busy. I've been at school for most of the day for the past 5 days, and before then I was kind of just going to the beach, kind of relaxing, enjoying my last bit of summer. But it's not even over yet. It's really weird because for the most part, my entire life, I've started school in September, either right after Labor Day or like a week after Labor Day. And now I'm starting it in August, which is very weird because August doesn't seem like a month that school would be in, and it is. So it's a bit odd, but I'll talk a little bit more about that. Let me just kind of get started on my project for today. I don't actually remember what I did last time. I don't know if I got this pick last time or if I got this off screen. I did a bunch of mining, and I have coal ore, which I could put in here somewhere. I'll put it here. I have diamond ore. I've been, instead of actually mining the diamonds themselves, 'cause since I have a ton, I've been just mining the ores with the silk touch and coarse dirt. And I've just been getting these. If I ever decide I wanted to make like some type of diamond ore wall or something, I could use that. And then same thing with grass blocks. But I kind of feel like I showed you this already. I don't exactly. There's some more grass blocks there and stone, smooth stone. That's good that I have that. So let's see what we're gonna do. What I want to do is I'm playing on one of the snapshots. Well, first of all, I'm gonna take all this because I want to make like a brick walkway. I just like the bricks. I think they're the best looking things in the game. They made some new doors in the new snapshots. Or I guess they're not really that new now, but they're kind of new. So I wanted to use one of these doors. I think I'm not going to use this wood. This back. Oak door. I guess that's just a regular door. Yeah, just the regular door. The old-fashioned door. It's too boring for me right now. I'm going to go with something a little bit more exotic. Is spruce what's out there? The sun's going down. I'm going to chop some of these trees. Not this one. I like this one. I'm going to chop this one down. This oddly shaped tree. They all are oddly shaped, but this one's pissing me off with its odd shapes. So anyway, while I'm doing this, let me continue talking about myself. So school doesn't really feel like school. Maybe it's because I'm not really doing any work yet, but really my day has been, what really sucks is I have, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have physics. It's 8 a.m. So I gotta get up early for that. I get up right now I've been getting up at like 6 a.m., getting ready, leaving at 7. It only takes me 5 minutes to get to school, which is great. Because I commute to school. I don't live on campus, which I wish I did. Like right now, I wish I did. But when I look at the price of dorming, it just doesn't make sense. I'd rather just stay at home and save myself thousands upon thousands of dollars when I graduate. I know I might move in eventually, but for right now, I'm gonna stay at home and just really stay at school the entire day and just sleep at home, really. So I've been waking up 6 a.m., getting ready. At 7 a.m. in the morning when I leave, there's no one on the roads, so I really don't have to worry about traffic. It takes me 5 minutes to get to school. I park in the parking lot that's like a mile away from the main campus and take a bus because there really isn't much parking on campus itself. There's really just teachers parking. And if you hear that lawnmower, I'm sorry. There's like someone mowing the lawn outside. I wish they didn't do that right now, but what was I going to say? Oh, acacia, that's the name of this wood. So I gotta take the bus. Bus is like 5 minutes. Get to school. Go to physics. I really like. It's a pretty good piece. I like the store. You can see through it and everything. I like physics so far. I've taken. So here's the thing. My high school offered advanced placement courses, and I took Physics B, which was like the first honors physics you could take, which is like the first year of physics. Then you could take Physics C, which is the next one. If any of you out there have taken Physics C, you know my pain about how hard that class was. That was it was pretty insane how hard that class was. But I didn't really do too well on that AP test. So I got put into Physics 1, I think. I think it's Physics 1. So I'm taking the physics that I took back in 11th grade 2 years ago. So right now it's super easy. I'm learning things that I knew about for years now, like the really simple things. Physics C, you would take the... If you know anything about physics, this is probably boring all of you that don't really care, but I know my audience is kind of younger, so you probably don't know and or care about this, but if you take the first of Newton's laws of physics, and even if you don't take physics, you know there's such thing as Newton's laws of physics, like a body at motion stays at motion, and body at rest stays at rest. That's Newton's laws. So the first law is force equals mass times acceleration. So in Physics B, you would just know that, and if there's a question that says if the object was accelerating at this speed and it was weighed this much, how much force was applied to it? Then you would just take that equation, you would solve for it. In Physics C, however, you would take the C in Physics C stands for calculus. So physics with calculus, that's the class. So you would take F equals ma, and you would just derive it and take integrals and all stuff like that, and you would turn F equals ma into any of the equations that you need to solve anything. Well, I mean, there's variants of that equation for other parts of physics, like with if you're trying to do, let's say, hold on, I want to see, do I want to make this, I'll make this one wide, I guess. I'll be right. Alright, so it's going to be staircase down to here. Alright, so anyway, if you wanted to, like, let's say, make you want to figure out any of the equations for rotational force, it would be torque equals, I don't even remember, what is it? I think it's inertia times centripetal acceleration. And I don't want to bore you guys too much. I know I already am. But anyway, you would use calculus to figure out all that stuff. But right now I'm going back to the basic stuff. I'm not even using any calculus. So it's going to be really easy. And I don't really need that much physics. I know I'm taking computer science, so I do need physics. That's why I'm taking it. But for me to graduate, I really don't need that much. So I don't need to really stress myself out taking Physics 3, my first year of school. Alright, what was that? Didn't mean to do that. So yeah, that's my life right now. So I have that class. That's going really well. My teacher looks just like Gabe Newell. It's pretty interesting. He looks like Gabe Newell and he acts like Jack Black. Like the first day of class, he played music and sang along to it. So yeah, so I have that class. Then I have computer science, which, I'm super lucky because I actually understand every one of my professors. That was something I was really nervous about going into college, because I was afraid that I would get some like Indian or, not even just Indian, like any professor. But I mean, I guess from what I hear, a lot of people with calculus, they have like professors that are from India who are really smart, but they just have really thick accents that you really can't understand. And that's a problem, obviously, if you can't understand your professor. But I can understand all of them, so I'm pretty happy. My only professor that has an accent at all is my computer science professor, who's Russian. But Russian isn't too bad, since half of my family's Polish, and they have accents. It's close to the same, so I'm kind of used to that kind of Eastern European accent anyway. But this guy's accent isn't that bad. But I really like computer science. I mean, if you guys are interested in computer science at all, and you're going into college, maybe not this year, but next year or eventually, take one of the intro classes. You don't have to declare a major right away. You could take one of the intro classes, and then you could see if you like it. And I mean, I'm not taking an intro class because I took AP Computer Science in high school. So I got the credit to just move right on to advanced. Well, not really advanced. It's like Computer Science 2. So I'm really one of the youngest in my class. But that's not a bad thing, I guess. But I really like computer science. Like I was so excited. My entire senior year of high school, I was just excited to start programming in school. I mean, I've been programming outside of school. It's not like I've just been sitting around doing nothing, waiting for school. Like, I'm so excited to program, but I don't want to do it by myself. I've been excited to actually learn some new things about programming, and I'm really so far ahead of my homework right now, because in between let me get back to my schedule. I go to physics, I get out for an hour. I found a spot near the computer science building at my school where I can just hang out under some trees on my computer and go on Reddit, or really right now I've just been doing my computer science homework because I'm just really enjoying it. And then I go to computer science and 2.5 hour break, do some more computer science homework, and then I go to rock music, which is a very exciting class. A lot of my friends are like, how'd you get into rock music? Because it doesn't sound like it's a really serious class, which it's not really at all. Well, it kind of is. I don't want to say it's not a serious class. It's weird though, because if you're not a fan of rock music, then I could see how you wouldn't really find anything weird about it. But for me, because I like rock music, I listen to rock, any kind of rock, all the time, just for fun. Going to class and listening to like Led Zeppelin and studying their music, it's pretty strange, I gotta say. Yeah, I mean, the weird thing is that rock is supposed to be like this art form that people use to stick it to the man. If you've ever seen School of Rock, great movie, by the way. Stick it to the man when he goes to the prep school, and all these preppy kids, they don't know anything about rock. They just listen to like classical music, and then they become a rock band. So rock music's about sticking it to the man and going to class and studying its roots. It's strange, but it's also interesting, and it's really cool because my homework has been listen to music. My homework for yesterday was listen to one of Elvis Presley's albums, his self-named album, which is really cool. Eventually I'm going to be listening to like Guns N' Roses, one of my favorites. So it's a very interesting class. So I don't really have too many classes like physics, calculus, computer science, rock music, but it's still taking up a lot of my time because I still have to go to work. I still have other things I gotta do. So yeah, it's been fun, and like I said, it hasn't really felt like school because of just the fact that I'm not in class all day, like I was in high school. It makes it feel like it's something different. It's not really school, and it's really cool because today it's Thursday. I don't have class until 5 p.m. So I'm just here like it's the regular summer day. I'm doing my homework or making YouTube videos, doing some homework. You really wouldn't do homework on summer days, but making some YouTube videos, going to the beach later, and then going to class, and then going to the football game, which I'm super excited about. So yeah, that's what I've been doing recently. So I don't really have. What else can I talk about now? I had other things to talk about. I really did. You gotta believe me. Oh, so I was actually trying to come up with some ideas on what else to do in this world because I kind of ran out of ideas. Gotta be honest. That was one of the reasons why I didn't make any videos, because I just really didn't know what to make. Just kind of sitting here. I've been playing a lot of Counter-Strike. That's what I wanted to talk about. I watched one of my friends is a huge Counter-Strike fan. Like all he does is play Counter-Strike. For like the past 2 years, he's just been playing Counter-Strike. He got the game in the Steam Summer Sale 2 years ago, or maybe a year ago or something, and just played that game constantly. So I've been playing with him, and I really got hooked. And the thing about Counter-Strike is you have your cases, and they're so addicting to open. If you don't know anything about Counter-Strike cases, just look up on YouTube Counter-Strike case opening. And really what it is, it's like you could get these cases dropped randomly in game, or you could buy them on the market for like, depending on the case, they go from anywhere from like 5 to say like 5 cents to $5, or sometimes even more. I think there's some like souvenir cases that drop only when you're watching the ESL matches. What was I gonna get in here? I don't even know. I don't know why I came in here. There's some cases that only open during the ESL games, and if you want to buy those on the market, you gotta spend like 20 or 30 bucks for them because they're pretty rare. But I've been buying a lot of cases, and I'm running my. I've spent. Oh God, I don't even want to admit it. Like probably $50 to $60 on cases, and I only have 4 competitive games won. I really don't have much time played on the game. I bought the game when it first came out, and I played some arms racing at first, and then I gotta stop because I was like, yeah, this really isn't for me. I played a lot of Counter-Strike. I gotta say, I don't think it was Source. Counter-Strike 1.6 maybe? Is that even a Counter-Strike? Hold on, I gotta look. Counter-Strike 1. It was like either on like PlayStation 1. Yeah, it was 1.6. PlayStation, or maybe it was on the GameCube or something. GameCube? I forget. There was one Counter-Strike game that was on like the GameCube or something, or on the original PlayStation, that I played with my cousin a lot when I was younger, and that was really fun. But I don't know. I just didn't really like Counter-Strike then. But now it's really it's pretty cool because I'm a Call of Duty fan, or was. I'm kind of slowly becoming turned off by Call of Duty. But hold on. Maybe I should. I'll go like this. Or no. Break those. Put a stair there. So I've been opening a lot of cases, and it's an addiction. It really is. It's just it's like a gambling addiction. I never really understood gambling addictions until now, because I keep telling myself, all right, I'm never gonna open this again. I'll maybe, if I ever get a Steam gift card, I'll open some, but I'm never gonna spend any more money on this because it's just not worth it. But I kept doing it, and you know what, I'm gonna get rid of this. Just get rid of all this dirt. It's just when I would say, all right, I didn't get anything. I opened like I never opened like 100 cases at a time like streamers do, because streamers, they get keys and cases given to them for free by their followers. I opened like one or two, and then I would stop because I wouldn't get anything, and I'd be like, all right, I'm not gonna open any more cases. Then I'd watch a stream. Someone would get something awesome, like a $300 knife, and then I'd be like, okay, I'll buy another 2 cases, and then get nothing. I'd be like, oh, why did I do that? I'd have some serious buyer's remorse. But Counter-Strike's a really fun game. I would definitely suggest it to anyone. I really wanted to get back into first-person shooters. I really haven't played. I've played barely any at all recently. Just Counter-Strike, and I'm having a really fun time playing that. Just really getting better. There's so much more skill that's involved in that game than like in just a arcade shooter. Because with like a game like Call of Duty, and I don't want to be like, oh, Call of Duty sucks, no skill. But with a game like Call of Duty, if you have fast reflexes, then you'll do fine. With this game, there's a lot more strategy, and I really like strategy games. I've been playing a lot of Civ also, Civilization. Before I started playing Counter-Strike, I did. Just because I like strategy games, and Counter-Strike kind of puts together strategy games with a first-person shooter, because you need strategy to actually do well. You can't just one person can't carry the entire team unless you're just like amazing. If you're like I think the highest rank is like Global Master Guardian Elite or something like that. I really don't know anything about the rankings because I haven't been ranked yet. If you're really good and you're playing against some awful players, I'm sure you could probably carry the team. But if you're, let's say, I think there's a bronze ranking. That's probably what I'm going to be in. If you're a bronze player and you're playing against other bronze players, you can't single-handedly carry the team. It's just not going to happen. Like this, the thing about Counter-Strike, this is what I'm trying to get at actually. The skill gap between the really good players and the really bad players is really high. Like the skill gap between, between your average like public player who's played a lot and just the public player that really doesn't play that much. I'm really not being too clear, aren't I? It's just, you just really have to put a lot more time to it, and that's what. But I have been putting a lot of time into it, or a decent amount of time. I guess I really can't say that since I've only won 4 matches. But it's not that I haven't played enough. It's just that I seem to tie every game. It's either I tie or I lose, like a really close one. I never actually just win outright. I played a game right before this where I did. My team stomped the other team, which always feels great, but that doesn't happen often. So anyway, what I'm trying to get at is, it's a fun game. I would suggest it, and don't get sucked in by the case openings. Like my friend that's been playing for 2 years, he says he's never opened a case. Like he sells all of his cases and stuff that he gets, and I think he's made enough to. I think he bought like Watch Dogs or something with the money that he's made selling camos in Counter-Strike, which is pretty cool. But there's just something about camos and weapon skins that I just really like. They don't do anything, and that's his argument. When I say that I'm going to keep some of my weapon skins, he's like, why? Why would you do that? Just sell them. They don't do anything. But I don't know. They just make the game more exciting. It's weird. Maybe I'm just weird, but to me, they make the game more exciting because you just have something nice to look at. I don't know. But I do seem to play against a lot of people with like really good camos or really good knives, which either the game's putting me with like really good players to see how good I am because they're placing me, or I'm playing against bad players who just are even more addicted to the camos than I am, and they spend all their money on an Op Asimov stat track factory new. Which, if you don't know, if you watch any Counter-Strike streams, or if you watch like the ESL tournaments, the Asimov camo is probably one of the most popular camos. It's like the orange and white one. I didn't think it was that expensive. I really wanted one because it just looked like Portal, and I wanted it because of that. But I saw that it was like for like a battle scarred one, it was like $200 or something. So it's not worth it. I'd rather just get lucky with a case eventually. But that's the thing with the cases. That's what I forgot to say. The cases, you might spend hundreds of dollars on cases, never getting lucky. And then one time, you get a M9 bayonet fade stat track factory new, which to the knives, are knives even like, do they even have like factory new? And I don't know. I'm trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't really. But you get really lucky with a really, really rare knife, and you sell it for a couple $100, or from what I hear, there was one that was sold for like $20,000. I don't know if that was real though. I kind of just heard that from, I think Reddit, but you can't really trust what you see on Reddit all the time. But if that's true, then maybe there's a reason to spend the money on Counter-Strike then, because then you're kind of just making money back on your investment. But at the same time, it's not like you're what was I gonna say? It's not like you see how good I am at talking. It's not like you're getting money back that you could put into your bank account. You gotta keep it in your Steam wallet, which, I mean, if you sold a knife for $20,000, what are you gonna do with $20,000 worth of Steam cash? I have no idea. I don't know what I would do with that much money. I don't think I'd actually spend $20,000 on Steam games. Unless it becomes gaming is like one of my lifetime hobbies, which it very might well be. Is that the right way to say that? It might be. It's very possible, but who knows? I mean, I know older people, like my uncle. He played video games a ton when he was my age, but then life got in the way and you can't really play them anymore. So if that happens, then really if I have $20,000 in my Steam wallet, then that's going to be a waste, because what am I going to do with it? It's not like I could just deposit it into my bank account. That'd be awesome. Then people could play Counter-Strike for a living and just, or people could be like stockbrokers, or people that play the stock market to try to make their money. And a lot of people are successful that way. But no one would do it if they just got gift cards for playing the stock market well. This is probably going to be a long video. Just realized. That's okay. Wait, what am I doing? No, I don't want this. I want it to be... Clear all this out. How did that happen? Alright, so there we go. Okay. And... oh wait, I'm not done. Hold on. Almost. I might need to go back and make some more... I'm definitely have to go back and make some more slabs. Oh, no, I have another stack. I'm good. Really? Why did that one not work? Actually, I guess I didn't really need to put those stone slabs down. Or stone bricks. I mean, these bricks remind me. I've never actually found a stronghold while playing this game. It just disappoints me. I'm going to make, like, a pattern like this. Well, that actually worked out. Okay. I was afraid that it wouldn't line up. What would be the fast way? I guess the fast way would be to go like this. I don't know if this is going to look that good. I'm going to need some more. I don't know. I think it looks alright when it's not on like stairs, but I gotta keep the pattern going. Let's go get some more. And then we'll go see how it looks. Alright. Oh, I also got a new laptop. That's also something I was going to talk about. See, that's one of the topics that I know I would stop this video. I had another stacked. Didn't even see that. I would stop making this video, and then I'd be like, oh wait, there was something else I was going to talk about. I guess I'd talk about it next time. So I got a new laptop. I got a MacBook Air, which I know, since I'm sure 100% of the people watching this video are gamers, so I'm sure you're probably like, oh, why would you do that? Why would you get a MacBook Air? What a ripoff. I don't think it's a ripoff. I mean, if I thought it was a ripoff, I wouldn't have got it. It's not super slow. It's got a one i5, I think 3 gigahertz processor. Actually, I'm going to keep that the same. There. Actually, I'll just do it there. 3 gigahertz processor. 4 gigs of RAM. 128 gigabytes of storage. So it's not a gaming laptop by any means. But that's not what I wanted. I didn't want a gaming laptop. I wanted... Ugh. Don't really like that. Whatever. I didn't want a gaming laptop. I wanted a very light laptop that I can do my papers on, do my programming, and you know, just be easy to carry around, because I'm carrying it from class to class around campus. You know, it's not for me to play games on, make YouTube videos on, because I'm sure not most of you. I'm sure most of you that were subscribed to me back in the year of 2010 when I first started, you probably knew I had a MacBook Pro, but I'm sure most of you aren't here anymore. I still remember the names of my subscribers from back then, which is interesting. I had a MacBook Pro that I used for making videos on, and it wasn't a gaming laptop. It wasn't good at games. It was very slow. If you go back and watch maybe the first 2 or 3 episodes of this Minecraft Let's Play, that was on my MacBook. That's how long ago I started this Let's Play. Well, this world actually started on what do we call it? On this computer. My other world was on my Mac. And when I got my new computer, I just started a new world. But anyway, when I bought my Mac, it wasn't for gaming. I didn't buy it to game. I bought it just to surf the web. I never had a laptop before that. So I wanted just a laptop that I can use to... I'm going to need more torches. I just wanted a laptop that I could go ahead and surf the web, write papers for school, which, you know, 9th grade, I didn't need to write any papers. But that's what I told myself, because it was my first year of working. I had a job. I wanted to buy myself a computer, because I didn't have a computer before. Well, I did, but it was like a super old desktop that just, it wasn't a good desktop. But, you know, I wanted a computer that I can... That should be enough. Yeah, that's definitely enough. You know, I just wanted a computer to do all those things. And the MacBook did great. Until I went on YouTube and I started watching... Well, first of all, I got Xbox Live around the same time in 9th grade. And I started playing Search and Destroy on Call of Duty. I wanted to figure out how to play better. So I went on YouTube and I started watching videos on how to get better at Call of Duty. And what do you know? It turned me on to making videos of my own, because it seemed like a new, cool thing to do. So what did I do after that? I went out, I got a Dazzle, which you old school YouTubers and viewers, which I'm sure there's probably not a lot of you, since, I mean, I'm sure there's maybe some older viewers out there, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure my demographic is between like the ages of 10 and 15. So let's say you're 10 years old. You're watching this video. 4 years ago, you were 6. So I know you probably weren't watching my videos when you were 6 years old. God, that's weird. That's odd that my viewer base was that young when I started. But you know, back then there was this thing called the Dazzle that you would record Xbox with. Just go ahead and look up on YouTube how to record Xbox gameplay with the Dazzle, and you'll see it. It's a very oddly shaped TV recorder, and back then they didn't cater these type of recorders to gamers, because they really didn't know much about it. And I remember going to Best Buy, asking for a Dazzle, and telling what I was going to do with it, and they're like, what are you talking about? Nowadays, most of those devices are catered towards gamers doing exactly what I'm doing right now, or not exactly what I'm doing right now, recording Xbox gameplay. So it's been a very odd 4 years as far as the change between what recorders are marketed towards, because people don't record TV anymore with an HD PVR or a Dazzle. It just doesn't happen, or it happens very rarely. So anyway, all right, this looks pretty good. Let me just finish what I'm talking about, and then I'll stop the video. I really went off on a tangent. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I have my MacBook. Originally it wasn't for gaming. Originally it wasn't for making videos. But that's what it transformed into, maybe 2 months into having it. Transformed into making videos with it. And this is where I am now. And when I got my new PC, I swore never to get never to get another Mac. Oh, which one do I have to do first? The top one? No. Oh, I see. So, I swore never to get another Mac again, because I'm like, oh, it's so slow. I can't play games on it. But now I kind of realized that I don't really need a super fast computer. I don't need something that will get me 150 FPS on the Battlefield. It's not a necessity of mine anymore. I need to be able to do my Java programming. Next year, do my C++ programming. And write my papers. My rock music papers. Other than that, that's all I gotta do. And then I have my PC that I could come back and I could play Battlefield on 150 FPS. So, moral of the story is, I'm broke right now because I spent all my money on textbooks and my computer. And I need you all to go ahead and click on my ads so I make some more money back. I'm just kidding. Even if all you clicked on my ads, what did I make, like 10 cents? It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so that's my life right now. Doing school and doing YouTube on the side. So there'll be some more Minecraft soon. It won't be like a month from now, but it might be a week or two from now. Who knows? Or it could be tomorrow. It just really depends how I'm feeling and how busy I am. So yeah, thank you all for watching. And until next time, I will see you all later. Goodbye.